introduction to how nature lives within us. Following the chart, remembering that when you wrap your fingers around the thumb, you are igniting the earth element and freeing your mind of its addiction to worry and overthinking, grounding your feet. The earth element rules your feet, meaning Mother Earth calls to you from her flesh to the flesh, the connective tissue of your feet. And all the flesh of your body, all the connective tissue of your body is one with the body of the mother. The index finger, the water element, the blue circle, the anti-inflammatory, your freedom from fear, your irrigation system, your anti-inflammatory synovial fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, glucosamine, chondroitin, all of those irrigations are fluids that flow within you in response to your resonance with the water element by holding the index finger. The middle finger, wrapping the middle finger as if hugging it, evokes within us the magnificence of the wood element. That's that green circle. So I'm going to review again what I showed you earlier, how the hand is also a model of the brain, with this being the spinal column and this middle of the base of the hand being the entry point of the basal ganglia, this lower quadrant around the level of the thumb, the base of the thumb being the primitive brain, and then the tissue underneath your fingers being the limbic brain, and the fingers representing the cortical brain. This is the wood element. Your brain is the wood element. The wood element is that relationship you have with the trees, with the deeply rooted trees of this earth that shelter others. That is the function of the brain. If you look at this structure, you see it rising up. And we rise up as we are in this understanding. And as we do when we hold the middle finger, we rise up through the endowment of human intelligence, that wisdom that trees contain. You can feel it when you lean against a tree. That wisdom, that sheltering wisdom, that stewarding wisdom, that is the wood element, is ignited in you by holding the middle finger. This is the key to focus. The wood element allows us to not only think clearly, it also allows us to see clearly. It is the element of vision in all aspects of the word vision. It grounds the visionary in you. It imparts visionary, strategic planning capacity. You have it already in you, like the tree. You already have it. It has been suppressed. You know that. It has been suppressed culturally by conditions, but it has never, ever left you. And it will not leave you no matter what your age. So by holding the middle finger, you remember meaning you bring back into the members of your body the vitality of intelligence, the freshness of intelligence, the resilience of intelligence. And you also tonify your muscles simultaneously. You benefit your vision, your eyes. These are the properties of the wood element that live within you. Freedom from uncontrollable rage, uncontrollable anger. And I will tell you with utter transparency that the nature of what is occurring in our world fills me with rage almost every single day. And it is through the holding of the middle finger and related energy, physiological, energetic applications that I am able to do what everyone can do through the influence of the wood element. And what that is organize your thinking. The wood element is also going to empower your voice, focus, organization, even strategy, planning, organizing a program, a book, a thesis. All of those strategic decision-making activities are the wood element. Also imparting the muscularity, that vibrancy in the muscles. The muscle is a different kind of tissue than the earth element tissue. It's fibrous, it's denser. So that tissue needs wood element medicine. That's the middle finger. Are you thinking, how could all of this come just from holding these fingers? That's enculturated, oppressive thinking that doubts simplicity, doubts the ease of possibility. If you tune into yourself, you'll realize this is not a quick fix. These patterns will resurface, but they also can be traced to the source of suppression, which is what we do in the Tara approach. We uproot the oppressive distractions and liberate the innate capacity that comes from our unification with the natural world. The ring finger, wrapping with love in the gentle embrace of the opposite hand, holding the ring finger. This is the white circle, the air element. We will speak to the specific organic relationships of these elements, but for now, I want you to feel from within yourself the liberation of the air element that will open your respiratory channels and alchemize your grief. Alchemize your grief. The ring finger will alchemize your grief. You are the metallurgist of trauma. The grief that begins very early when structural or emotional or cultural conditions do not empower embryogenesis, when toxins afflict embryogenesis, when relationship is not recognized. All the losses of the Odyssean voyage into form and the losses that may ensue thereafter, the losses we're experiencing right now on our beautiful earth, the losses of species, the loss of the potential for survival for the children of the future, the loss of glaciers, the loss of the mother trees. I witnessed that in Oregon. I witnessed that, the loss of the mother trees, grief that seems insurmountable. Hold the ring finger. You will alchemize that grief, personal and collective. Nature imbues us with our kinship with her in the very structures of our bodies. The structures of the respiratory system that evolve in partnership with the heart. The heart, the respiratory system, and the brain are co-emergent together, sharing tissue, not just organically developing in a similar time frame, sharing tissue, all coming out of the tissue of the earth. Differentiating, tissues differentiate, and who ignites the differentiation? It is you, my friend. You did that. Out of your own will, out of your own core, you ignited the differentiation of respiratory tissue from heart tissue, from brain tissue. Holding the ring finger allows you to recover from the grief of that never having been recognized even by you, and all the griefs of all the lost relationships are alchemized by holding the ring finger. And then the little finger, this is the red circle. This is the fire element. This is the element that imparts to you your authentic creativity, your authentic expressive abilities. It frees you from comparisons. It vivifies your blood. It provides the fluid release of your depression, your despair. This is the gift of fire. This is the gift of the vitality of blood. This balances your heart and increases your spiritual connection and makes it authentic. So there's no fabrication. It is your felt living experience of spirit, not something you learn from someone else, or not as a result of a practice you learn from someone else. It is your practice from within you, your innate connection, your alignment with great spirit and your spirit. And the fire element is of such consequence that it has also a place in the center of the palm. This is primordial fire. And we contact it with the palm inju, which we'll come into now. And there is some slight effort in bringing the contact between all the pads of the fingers. Every pad of the finger has its own properties. And the center of the palm, see if you can bring them into contact. This is primordial fire, your individuality, your selfhood. You must have individual primordial fire. That is original brilliance. This transcends any teacher, any teachings. It is your path, the path of your spirit. Primordial fire is the eternal flame of who you are. So I'll review the thumb, the yellow circle, the earth element, the index finger, the blue circle, the water element, the middle finger, the green circle, the wood element, the ring finger, the white circle, air element, also called metal element in some systems, the little finger, the fire element, the center of the palm of the hand, primordial fire. Thank you.